So Fort Fisher is kind of at the end of this peninsula, about 20 miles south of Wilmington, near Curie Beach. Sort of the end of the road to the tip of the peninsula. This looks like a tunnel of trees at the start of what's called the Basin Trail, which is the only trail that's in this park. It walks right by the beach. There is a World War II bunker, and then you go to some observation point. But we're definitely by the beach. Nearby there is the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher and the actual Fort Fisher historical site, all very close by. In this park, there's one trail, lots of beach, and a four-wheel drive beach thing that you can drive down for about 5 miles, but you need four-wheel drive. And I think there's a permit and you have to pay some money for it. You could go four-wheeling here. So basically the beach and the four-wheeling are the main attractions. But you can look at these trees that are sort of growing right over the canopy here.
I think this would be pleasant in the summertime because you'll be in the shade.
Yes, and even now it's not as windy in here, right? Because it's all buffered by the tree. Yeah. So it's a combination of sandy walkway and wooden bridges like this. And you have the swamp. As soon as you get out in the open area here, you get a little bit of a wind here. After walking through some woods, it opens up to this nice big beach area. Now the Basin Trail is basically walking on the beach. After a bit of a walk on the beach in the wide open area, the trail goes back into the trees. Now the path opens up into a nice wooded walkway.
This is marshland, right?
Yes, this is all marshland underneath. I'm sure it gets wet. There's a World War II bunker over here that we're about to go see. And there it is. I guess because this is at the tip of the peninsula by the ocean, they must be looking for German U-boats or something like that here. And that's a bunker.
Fisher Hermit called this deserted World War II bunker home. From 1956 to 1972, he attracted thousands who shared his views of society, government, and the needs of common sense. His body was found the morning of June 4th, 1972. His death is unsolved yet. His grave is at the Federal Point Cemetery. The Hermit Society of 1995.
Robert E. Harrell.
Harrell, yeah.
Looks like we're near the end of the walk, where the observation point might be. This is the observation point. You're at the tip, pretty much, of the peninsula, and surrounded by water. And this is the end of the Basin Trail. Of course, Loretta's always looking for Pokemons. Anything out here?
Yeah.
Got Pokemons out here?
Fletchlings, yeah.
Oh.
Community day, so they're everywhere.
All right.
And then there's one Pokestop here, but no gym, thank goodness.
You can be stuck here for a while.
Stuck here for-
Right next to the visitor center is the beach area. Go right to the beach. So in the summertime, even now, there are people on the beach. Look at this fine sand. Fort Fisher State Recreation Area has a beautiful beach, a very nice visitor center with picnic shelter and a canopy over it, and a very, very nice beach for you to enjoy. However, right next door to it is the Fort Fisher actual fort, the historical site. Fort Fisher played an important role in the Civil War. Until the last few months of the Civil War, Fort Fisher kept North Carolina's port of Wilmington open to blockade runners, supplying the necessary goods to the Confederate armies inland. By 1865, the supply line through Wilmington was the last remaining supply route open to Robert E. Lee's Army of Northern Virginia. When Fort Fisher fell after a massive federal amphibious assault on January 15, 1865, its defeat helped seal the fate of the Confederacy. The Union Army and Navy planned several attacks on Fort Fisher and the port of Wilmington, but made no attempt until December 24, 1864. After 2 days of fighting with little headway, Union commanders concluded that the fort was too strong to assault and withdrew their forces. However, they returned for a second attempt on January 12, 1865. For 2.5 days, Federal ships bombarded the fort on both land and sea. On the 15th, more than 3,300 Union infantry, including the 27th U.S. Colored Troops, assaulted the land face. After several hours of fierce hand-to-hand combat, Federal troops captured the fort that night. The Confederate Army evacuated their remaining forts in the Cape Fear area, and within weeks, Union forces overran Wilmington. Once Wilmington fell, the supply line of the Confederacy was severed, and the Civil War was soon over. Today, only a few of the mounds remain, since much of the fort has been eroded by the ocean. You can come to Fort Fisher State Recreation Area, just enjoy the beach and hang out by the ocean, sunbathe on the beach, nice facilities that you can change and wash up. The trail takes you to the end of the peninsula by the Cape Fear River, and if you want to go four-wheeling, there's a four-wheeling track that you can take your four-wheelers onto into the sand and drive about 5 miles. And for a little history, you can visit the fort itself at the historical site. It is certainly a very nice place to spend a day, or if you're not going to hang out at the beach for very long, you can combine this place with the nearby Carolina Beach State Park for a one-day trip. We are on our way to visit all the national parks in the United States. Follow along by hitting the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is released. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please share it with everybody that you know.